Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And this morning we're going to be testing a new live streamer. Let's see if it pulls some miracles out for us. It did very well yesterday, and thank you for the day off, and thank you, Milo, for covering for me. I didn't get any rest, but I got a lot of work done. But anyhow, you'll hear some symbols being called out. I'm running just the first stream up here. For the callouts down here, I'm running a low float scanner, and you can see SGN is a low float stock. This little line here is kind of like a quick chart. You can see the flow, which direction it's headed. And the halts will be, a little pop-up will come if there's a halt, but there's no halts in pre-market. That will happen in the regular session. We'll still be following the dominator master, the buyers and seller bars. So we want to see lots of volume in the stock, which we will probably have because it's spiking. But we want to see green bars break above this yellow average volume line right when the stock first starts taking off. We also want to see the My Blessing indicator turning north in green as well. And down here is money flow. If you are in a trade, you want to pay close attention to this indicator. As long as it's green and above this yellow line, it's okay to hold on to the stock. You may give a little bit back before it crosses that line, but at least you take advantage of every move that it has. So if you're in a trade and it breaks this yellow line, you should be getting out. And I am not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. I build indicators and I teach indicators, and magically they teach you how to trade the market. So make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you do anything on this live stream. And if you're new here, I highly suggest that you watch these live streams, attend them very often before you start trading and putting your hard-earned money into the market. Do it the old-fashioned way. Get a piece of paper and a pen, write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then change over to real money, but only trade small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. And once you get comfortable with real money and you feel like you're pretty profitable, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, in your active trader, make sure your TIF is set to EXT so you don't miss a trade. And we have about 3 minutes, actually 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go before the market opens at the top of the hour. As they're being called out, I will type them in. The way you use this is the stocks will appear several times. This is the count of how many times it's been called out this morning. And usually don't have to check each one of them if it's just one symbol here. But when you see multiple in a row like this, that means that stock is taking off. And thank you for joining me this morning, and good morning, YouTubers. GPUS. About 45 seconds to go. GPUS. GPUS already spiking, still about 10 seconds to go. All right, let's see what happens here. We're watching these indicators down here. They need to all be green. See some red selling going on and some red selling going on. And it drops right back down to the bottom. Well, that one's not spiking. Let's go see what SGN decided to do. SGN spiking back up. Don't know how much more it has to it. It's already ran quite a bit this morning. SGN. Watching those indicators, we have lots of buyers coming in. Look like we're struggling up there at the high at 408. Watching his lower bar here. I want to see a tall green one come in if it's going to continue rising. Money flow is red. GVH. SGN. It is Friday morning, so make sure that you're really careful with these trades. A lot of people like to start clearing the portfolio out back to cash on Fridays, so be aware of that. Anything that runs up strong, it may run right back down really quick, so be cautious. Troy, you are absolutely right. These stocks run up just prior to our market opening and then they all start selling off. Happens quite often. That's why we don't just jump in. Good job, Robert. I wished I could have helped you, but it was impossible when I can't see your system. But hopefully that was the problem. SGN not selling off is still hanging around up here near the highs. Watching those dominator bars to see if we start breaking yellow again. Jay, everything has to be lined up at that time. So if we see white arrows, this does mean that big spikes are coming in, big buyers. But you got to make sure all of these down here are also in alignment. But most of the time, yes, you are correct. If they start coming in, it's usually moving. Just remember that all these are just indicators. We don't know if there's a big group of sellers sitting waiting to silently sell a bunch of shares, which would throw all of this off. So these are just confirmation. They are not signals to click the buy button. It's going to be according to what you come up with on the chart when you're looking at everything up here. There is no indicator out there that can say, hey, this one's I appeared, here I am, click the button. That doesn't work in the stock market. These are only confirmations. And really good confirmations, I might say. They work very well together. Right now, it's just quiet. I don't like quiet. Yeah, Charles MP did make some good runs yesterday. I watched it as well. Mark, I'm testing another live streamer this morning. This one worked very well. I tested it on my day off yesterday. It was pretty explosive. It's better than me looking at 17 different charts, trying to find which correct one was flashing with one eye. I am partially blind. ABVE bouncing around. Looking at the lower indicators, they look good. The volume is kicking. Seems something's holding this one back. Tall wicks on the top, maybe ran into a roadblock up there.
XXRP.
Tall wicks on the top of 3 candles. Probably a lot of sellers sitting up here or bag holders. And if you are new or just popping in, this is how many times the stock has been called out this morning. SGN total of 200 times. Watching these indicators to see if they all turn green and if the buyers are strong enough to push through these sellers. Looks like they're getting the job done slowly. It hadn't sold off really hard, so that's a good sign. It's still trying to get up higher. Trying to make its way up there. Maybe we can catch it from 360 up to 388. Don't like the way it's moving. Still struggling to go. Thank you, Jimmy, for the update on the 15-minute chart. Look like they may be giving up on it. Money flow is down. My blessing is down. Red dominator bar coming in of sellers. Everything currently red down below the chart. So my trading did not go well yesterday. I guess I shouldn't have said big bucks. I'm going to be off. I'm going to have time to concentrate. I did very well with that $4 mover. Was up $1,250 within minutes. Turned right around and gave it all back plus another 169 after the next two trades. I got caught by two red candles in a row. Sometimes it just happens. So up 12, down 169. Not too bad, though. I can make that one up. Thank you, Mark. Well, it's definitely Friday. This is usually how slow it is. You got that right, Develop 3. Even I cannot predict the unpredictable. Nothing but the truth here, Quant baby. Anybody comes in here and all they do is win, 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 we know something's up, right? SGN testing the high. Thanks for the update. I'm watching the little spark line right here on SGN. Yeah, this one down here is on momentum. And this one's always on momentum. I can relate to that, Jimmy. Sometimes it looks good, too good to be true. And I sit there and watch it go up $2 or $3 without clicking the button. I think all of us have stared at one or two in the past, looking like a deer in the headlights.
UNG.
I hear you, Mark. TK, that I've done that many times too.
UNG.
All right, that's twice UNG's called out. Let's take a look at it. Not much movement at all. We'll hang around the one that's been moving the most. MG, we watched one go from 375 to $60 in this live stream when I first started. That's why I love pre-market. We don't have a cap, so they can run just as far as they want to run with no halts. If you're brave enough to stay in, you can make some bucks here, that's for sure. Thank you, Develop 3. I'll probably use it. I fell in love with it yesterday when I made money with it right out the gate. I tried Trade Ideas a few years back, and it was calling out so many stocks, I just couldn't use it. Finally gave up on it. Holo, only one call out so far.
HOLO.
2 times. Let's see if it's going to roll.
HOLO.
Pushing up slowly. Not a whole lot of volume in this one yet, so don't just jump in. 1,300 shares and frozen. We need a battle going on right here so we can safely get in and get out. Right now, if you get in, you're going to be sitting here waiting, wondering why you got in. And then maybe I'm wrong and it's going to go to $10 and I'm sitting here watching it. Rolo Holo. That's a good one, Autumn Rain. Doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. Let's see if I think we can get rid of level 2. I'm going to get pushed out to the side, make this one a little wider. This way when news breaks, we can see the symbol here. GAUZ. Milo, hope you got into that when you called it out. Good job, Milo. 375. JC $66. Robert 52. July 138. Aaron R 104. TK looks like down 10 cents a share. Good job, TK. Good job, Jeff. Jeff gets 15.20. Great job, Jeff. That's over on YouTube. And good job, Prophet and Metronome and Dennis. Pushing higher now at 10.15. It may still continue to go. Watching the lower indicators here. My blessing is red. This was the first warning, and then we get some sellers coming in. Looks like they may sell this one off. Money flow way down. Jay on the extreme breakout scan, bring the volume down to 50,000. Got to keep the volume very low in pre-market. Troy, there's not one scanner out there that's going to catch every stock that's moving. Good job, Autumn Rain. Great job, Jeff. Donnie got $1 for a share.
GDX.
Big Head, it's called Mometic. Good job, Majika. INKT. Don't like the trading history on this one. This must be an IPO, maybe, or something that's been sitting dead in the water for quite some time. Nice push up to $21 for over $1 a share on that candle.
VCTX.
BCTX must be moving. Continuing to push. Look at those dollar bills fly. And here I am. I'm staring at it like a deer in the headlights. I was too late on it, so I didn't click the button. Good job, Greg B. A. Rehab Trader. Hopefully y'all didn't do what I did and you're coming up with $500 or $1,000, because this was a breadwinner here. 2647 so far on the high. Watching the indicators over here. I'm watching money flow mainly. When it starts laying flat and turning red, they're taking profits. When it drops down below this yellow line down here, probably wise to get out. Red dominator bar. Does it have one more pop to it? Watching these bars here, if we get a big green one, it's going to go again. Seems to be laying kind of flat at the moment. Good job, Mr. Paul. Good job, Barry. Good job, everyone. Looks like everybody made a little bit on it. Good job, David and Jeff. Good job, July. Already calling it a day. You got to love this waking up to warm coffee and dollar bills. How can it get any better than that? Good job, Andy and Barry. And C. Isn't that great, Aaron? Nobody going to pay you that kind of money. That's higher than doctor pay there. Good job, Robert. Glad to hear that good news, brother. Good job, Joby. $1.10 per share. Man, so quiet this morning. I was kind of expecting a little bit better day.
UGL.
UGL. It's been called out 9 times so far, so it must be a weak one. We'll take a look at it, though. Yep, very weak. I almost typed it in, Jeff, but I didn't. All right, INKT trying to look taller again. Watching the indicators, though, we're pretty weak here still on the My Blessing, so it may just be a retest of the upper resistance level. Money flow's looking good. We're back above that yellow line. Dominator bar getting taller. There come the sellers right on top of those buyers. My Blessing was correct. It was saying it's fake, don't get in.
MOGO. MOGO.
I'll type it in. It's called out twice. MOGO. Spiking higher.
MOGO.
All right, let's see what happens. Watching the lower indicators, especially the money flow down at the bottom. Everything's pointing north and green. Do we have more buyers? The volume is picking up a little. Can we get a breakout? Profit taking going on. This looks like a Friday trade. Big tall green. Hopefully we don't get a big giant red. It pulled back more than 50% of that candle. Hopefully the buyers step back in and push it back up. Watching the money flow line down below. Let's make this guy a little bit shorter and the bottom one a little bit taller. Buyers are stepping back in. Let's see if they can bring it up. Not going to happen. Let's go back to INKT and see what's happening. So while we went to go look at a failure, we missed a few dollars here on INKT. See you later, C. Have a blessed weekend. See you on Monday. Good job, Big Head Golf. $300 on INKT.
SGOL.
Many of you losing sound over on Discord. Let me know if I need to change. Looks like we're all good again. No, I've been talking. Can't wait to get off of that. Well, I ain't going to say that. I'm not supposed to cuss. Going to change this one to no filter and see what happens.
HOLO. GDX.
I'm not talking big head golf. Kind of sounds like it, doesn't it, Robert? Just nothing moving. There she goes.
HOLO.
Les, we put in some long hours on it. Just here recently getting the streamer tied in. Pretty powerful server. We ran a 1080p movie plus a load test at the same time. Handled it just fine.
IAUM. HOLO. HOLO.
Low volume on HOLO. 2990 and not moving.
NULN. HOLO. BOIL. NULN. UNG. HOLO. BOIL.
HOLO, not enough volume to get in and get out safely. Some of us probably buy more shares than we have volume, so be careful on this one. You don't want to get in and get stuck on it. Only 4,000 in volume on that candle.
HOLO.
Of course, if you're trading 10 shares or something like that, it would probably be a good trade.
MULN.
MULN.
HOLO.
MULN spiking up. It's only a 19-cent stock. I will not be trading it.
BOIL. BOIL.
Trying to figure out which one's the best one to watch. None of them are moving really nicely. See you later, Jeff. Have a blessed weekend.
GDX.
See you later, Moto X. Have a blessed weekend. See you on Monday.
USO. BOIL. UNG.
BOIL seems to be consistent. Let's see, it's a $44 stock. These usually don't sell off real hard. But once again, no volume. All right, YouTubers, that free hour is up. I appreciate each and every one of you joining me on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays when I stream free for 1 hour. Hope you made a little bit of money this morning. If you're interested in joining us, you can hit the label at the top of the chat in YouTube. That'll take you over to Discord, but if you sign up for only 1 month, as we are fixing to transition over to volumespikes.com, where I can get rid of all these headaches and concentrate on trading. But thank you for joining me this morning, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you on Monday for another free hour. Have a blessed weekend. I am out.